Hi, it's Sarah. Today I thought we would do an intuitive forecast using tarot cards and oracle cards to get a grasp of what's going to be happening in July. We have so much going on. We have a Mercury retrograde, we have an eclipse, we have just lots of things happening. So the energies are definitely going to be changing. I am going to draw cards from several different decks, asking different questions to get a better handle on what we need to look out for and also what we need to definitely embrace and run with this month. The first deck I'm shuffling is the Soul Coaching Oracle deck. And you know, guys, I really like this deck because it's pretty straightforward and the cards are very easy to read and get a handle on. Kind of like what you see is what you get, right? Basically, the question is, what can we expect in July if we stay on the path that we're on currently? Oh, nice, nice. Joy. Well, that's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? If we stay on the path we're on now, because you know you have been doing the work, you have been putting in the hours, and you've been working on yourself. And I know it hasn't always been easy, but it's definitely going to pay off in July if you stay the course. Sometimes we need to make changes, and that pushes us to make tough decisions. Ending relationships, beginning relationships, moving house, changing jobs. These are big decisions and we don't want to get them wrong, so we really weigh them out and we have a tendency to worry about them and then really become obsessed over, are we doing the right thing? And the energies of the past couple of months have been really forcing us to take a look at some of the decisions we've made or not made, right? And you've probably gone through something like this in the last couple of months because a lot of folks have with this new changing energy. The past several months have been about an introverted cycle where we were asked to take stock of our life and are we actually happy? Are we happy with the road we're on? And if we're not, Spirit basically shoved us into making a decision and changing the path. Okay, so what do we need to be on the lookout for in July? Neither good nor bad, but just kind of an overview of what can we expect besides joy and wondrous great things. Oh, nice, nice. Awakening. Well, that kind of sums it up too, doesn't it, with the eclipse going on as well. A lot of folks are reporting to me that they're having ascension symptoms right now too. So probably this is a marker of the beginning of a big global awakening. And before you get really excited and think it's going to change the world, it's a global awakening that comes in shifts or comes in cycles. Let me put it that way. Everything we do basically moves us forward, right? Sometimes we take big steps, sometimes we take small steps. When a card like this comes up in this position, it generally means, yeah, things are going to be changing probably rapidly. And because we're looking at the eclipse energy, we're not just looking at a forecast for July, we're actually looking at a theme for the rest of 2019. So, woohoo! That would be really great if we could all just really jump forward and have a major awakening. Things would change, wouldn't they? With the other card with it, I'm thinking, yeah, it's going to be big positive changes. Okay, so now I am going to draw two cards from the Four Agreement deck. These are wonderful cards to give you a heads up on what you need to work on, which of the agreements you need to work on for the month. And they're always timely because we could all work on being more impeccable always. So let's see what we get. Be impeccable with your word, both of them. Both of them are be impeccable with your word. So this is going to be a month of speaking your truth. And coincidentally, I'm teaching a class on the throat chakra this month. So yeah, you see how everything kind of works together. The throat chakra covers that. It's being impeccable, standing in your truth, being authentic, speaking up for yourself, and learning that balance between not being a bully, not being overbearing, but still standing in your power and learning to say no or learning to say yes, because we have trouble with both, don't we? We have trouble with boundaries, but we also sometimes let fear get in the way. A great opportunity comes along that we've maybe been secretly hoping for, but fear gets in the way and we say no. These two cards would remind us of that. Plus, speak with integrity and say only what you mean. Yes, and avoid using your voice or your words to speak against yourself or gossip against others. That's really good advice anytime, but I think this month especially, we're going to be having Mercury retrograde, where things are likely to get misconstrued. Some little innocent comment that you make could get blown way out of proportion. So be very careful. Be very careful of what you say about yourself or anyone else. And the other card is impeccability of the word can be mastered by your level of self-love. Ooh, that's a deep one, isn't it? If you love yourself, you will express that love in your interaction with others, and that action will produce a like reaction. And that's very true too, isn't it? When we love ourselves, we are not eaten up with fear or shame or guilt or resentment. We're not coming from a place of jealousy. We're not coming from a place of anger. When we love ourselves, we're at peace with the world. And when we're at peace with the world, everything just flows. It flows easily. We have great interactions with everyone we meet. And things that maybe would irritate us on another day, we can just kind of go with it and maybe be sympathetic to the other person. So that's really, really some good advice for July and probably the rest of the year. Okay. It's been a dragon kind of week, so I thought we would use the Imperial Dragon Oracle deck for our last two cards. So these are beautiful, beautiful cards. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, so at this point, let's ask what we need to cultivate. What we need to cultivate in July to make it the best month ever. Oh, nice. This is the World card, and its energy is the balance of elements, and its keyword meaning is, are you ready for this? Harmony. This dragon card represents true balance and harmony on a multi-dimensional level. The ego is suppressed, and all contradictions are finally resolved. The understanding of the past becomes clear so that lessons can be learned, the wisdom and knowledge gathered, but yet we don't have to keep repeating the lessons. We're finally past them. This would be another indicator of the choices that you made are breaking the pattern. We're awakening more, and we're moving out of the past cycles into new, higher cycles, higher vibrations that don't have the same lessons repeating over and over and over like a broken record. You finally integrated that energy, integrated those changes, and you're ready to move on. So this energy is something we're all trying to integrate into our lives, where we are in balance, right? Where we are at one with the world, we gain the realization of how we make our own reality and find inner balance and harmony in all we do. Yeah, that's what we should be cultivating. So that sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Like I say, this relates to, in the Rider-Waite deck, the World. So very good card and a very good placement. So let's look and see what the outcome will be if we stay on this path. Oh, well, this one, this one's interesting. This particular dragon card is the equivalent of the star, the unending cosmos, and the keyword for this one is hope. So basically, if there's an issue that concerns you, this card helps you let go of that concern and to stay in a place of hope. The future is bright and filled with possibilities. So don't subscribe to self-limiting or self-defeating thinking, okay? Everything will work out. You just have to believe and have hope. Overall, I'd say this is going to be a fantastic month. And it's going to, like I say, start the eclipse season, and that energy of the eclipse season will carry us on for the next 6 months. So it looks like it's going to be a really, really interesting, fun, and good month, filled with hope and love and joy and lots of positive things. So I hope you found this reading helpful. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find me at Serenity Reiki Clinic. If you haven't already, please click the bell so you'll be notified of the newest videos that we have coming out. Stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.